isn't working, the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. Got family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time now with James White. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Clark brought him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 3rd and long. It's Newton. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
On 24-yard line.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Griffin's pass.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down, Swift. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Ravens have got it.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
Oh, thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front.
The Ravens.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
24. Patriots, nothing.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His pass intercepted.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd down now, it's White. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
He was brought down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chuck Clark. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nifty move. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White.
To James White.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That is definitely what we call a defense and play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen to Hill. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running is Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens add on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. That's caught by the tight end Lacoste. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Newton's pass.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
10 yards to go.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Going up top. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
It's nothing.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, and they go with Swift again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man is Duvernay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 40 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Damiere Byrd returning it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and is on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Going deep here for Edelman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
5-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th.
They'll try it now with Swift. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Patriots get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Baltimore.
He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ravens 48. Patriots nothing.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Conversion.
So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New England trying to get a place on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Go off his defense.
Throwing is Newton. Throw left side complete. It's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Newton, he'll get this into the hands of Bird. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Newton. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Matt Lacoste there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the draw, here's White. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there, and we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking out a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff, because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Brown has the first down and much more. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Swift. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Throw caught here by Bird. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Newton. He's got Lacoste over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.